A brand new snapshot slash preview has just released, adding over 60 separate blocks to the game. And one of the biggest category of blocks has to do with copper. Yeah, now as we can see, there is a lot more to do with copper these days, huh? Because they are, from the looks of things, preparing to add the trial chambers at some point in the not so distant future, they figured adding in every single block that's going to be used inside the trial chambers just now. Because now, as of the introduction of the snapshot slash preview, we've seen the introduction of chiseled copper, copper grates, copper doors, copper trapdoors, and copper bulbs with the on and off version. A lot of the crafting recipes you might expect to see from these new types of blocks are here and are in full, but there are a few that are a little bit weirder, such as with the copper grates, as we can see right here, or with the copper bulbs, because now you're going to have to use copper, a blaze rod, some redstone dust, and if you want to make the chiseled copper, then you're going to have to use the, the traditional thing. And much like any other form of copper, it will oxidize over time, but you will just have to use an axe to just deoxidize it. The copper doors, no matter what their oxidization state is, won't need any redstone or anything like that, even though it sounds like pretty much exactly like an iron door. Well, actually, not exactly, but pretty similar as we can hear. And copper trapdoors don't need any redstone signal either. Something that will need some form of redstone signal is actually the copper bulb, because when you craft it, it just turns out to be this type of block, which, on its own looks pretty good, but if you want the powered version, all you need to do is just activate it with some form of redstone signal, and then even if you remove that redstone signal, that will still stay powered on. From the looks of things, if you break it, you will actually deactivate it then, meaning that you're not going to have to be stuck with just a powered on copper bulb. And the more it actually oxidizes, the less amount of light it will actually produce. And we can see pretty obviously right here, because this one is pretty much so lighting up the entire area, and then everything else just gradually getting dimmer and dimmer and dimmer. And I feel like as we go on, we're going to see a whole bunch more uses for these new types of copper blocks, but again, this is the first snapshot, and snapshots are pretty early in development, even though everything we see right here is pretty late in development, at least compared to maybe whatever else Mojang is planning. Speaking of late in development, Tough, instead of just having it being its one block, now has a whole hue of new types of blocks you can actually craft with it, such as with polished tough, such as with the tough bricks, and such as with even normal types of tough. Again, a lot of the crafting recipes you might expect to see for these types of blocks are here in bulk, and as we can see, everyone is pretty much exactly the same as you might expect. Tough brick slabs for chiseled tough, some tough bricks to make some tough brick stairs, slabs, bricks, we can make some normal tough stairs, we can make a whole bunch of new types of tough blocks inside this one single snapshot, as well as the chisel tough. Meaning, I could be wrong, but I believe this is the first ever time we're seeing two types of chisel blocks from the same type of block. From the looks of things, they don't seem directional like the crafter, but the tough stairs, slabs, everything else, they function like any other stairs and slabs and walls and things like that. And yeah, if you're looking for like a major snapshot or preview, then this one definitely has you covered in this scenario. But even though this is like the main focus of this snapshot and preview, there are some other types of smaller changes, such as the fact that now the bat has a brand new type of look. And okay, this is my first time ever seeing it, and it's weird. It's very weird. Maybe it's because I'm just so used to the old texture, but yeah, this one just looks extremely different now. And in case you're wondering, no, they don't do anything different, they just look different now. But that's all we could ever ask for when it comes to bats. Not really, but oh well. And with those words of enlightenment, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.